Hey guys, it's us. We're back. She Reacts. And today,
Hi, what a week. We lost a couple of legends. Wayne Lewis from Atlantic Starr. He's one of the founding members. Atlantic Starr. So many great hits. I'm like heartbroken. I think he was about 68. We're gonna react to one of the songs that reminds me of my mother back in the early 80s. But I want her to react to a lot of their hits. So you're probably gonna hear more from Atlantic Starr. I didn't realize how many songs they had that were such great songs. So yeah, I'm just heartbroken. Just again, soundtrack to my life, and such a great group. Underrated. So I hope you guys listen to them more because they are such a talented group. They made the hit song Always and Secret Lovers, When Love Calls, Send For Me, like great songs. So are you familiar with Atlantic Starr?
I don't know.
Well,
Some of the songs that you named
sound familiar.
but I don't know. I'm gonna hear.
All right, so let's get into it.
Much time to make up your mind. Do you love me or you don't? And all the other girls in your crazy mixed up world, you said you dropped them, but you know you won't. Sometimes I think about forgetting you, but it's so hard to make that choice. Boy, with you I go to seventh heaven by the sound of your voice. Circles go round in circles, go round and round. Circles go round in circles.
You heard this song before?
I did.
Yeah. I forgot to say that this song was like top 10 on the U.S. dance and R&B charts in '82. Good memories.
Hard to deal with you. It's not so easy trying to bear these changes. Ooh, boy, that you're putting me through. In my head there's a ball of confusion, and I can't figure out just what to do. I guess my life will keep on going round and round until I get away from you.
You heard this song before? Did I ask you that?
Yeah.
You have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Mr. Wayne Lewis. You're an icon to me. Great songwriter. He wrote a lot of the hit songs for them.
You know what I wanted to say? So when did this come out?
82. 81, 82.
Why is it that these groups or artists, they don't continue making songs? Like, I feel like we listen to the old songs like over and over again, but we don't like hear new stuff from them.
Because
Like
new
it's like-
generations come, and
They'll still have the people that, you know, those people that listen to them are still.
I don't know. It's like, you know, they're hot for then, for that generation, for those years, and then maybe they get a little stagnant in the songwriting, and you know, they were hot for that time. You know, sometimes you just need fresh perspective in writing, I guess. I would think, because that's when they start saying, oh, you should do a Vegas residency. No, we don't want to hear your new music. You know, now it's time for your residency in Vegas or something. We just want to hear the hits, as if they can't write another hit. So I really don't. That's the only thing I could think of. You know, because, and then, like, you know, same thing with Janet Jackson. They're like, oh, we don't want to hear your new stuff. We want to hear your old stuff. You know.
I think because we are putting them in a box to say, like, that music was for them.
Yeah.
If you keep making the same music, the people that liked you like you, because it's not that, you know, Janet Jackson is not good or her new songs are not good. It's she's trying to make new songs for, I guess, younger people. That's not you.
A different
like,
type
you
of
know,
generation,
that's not
though.
you, though.
Yeah.
What got you there should be what keeps you there. You know what I mean? Like,
people
there's
evolve.
still gonna be, and there's still gonna be.
I mean, unless they're putting them with the new and up and coming producer. You know, that's all I could think of. Maybe they're gonna put them with the new and up and coming the producer that's out now. That's the hottest thing. I don't know. Whenever I reminisce over a song, like I said, most of the songs that we react to, it puts me in a certain part of 1982. I remember what happened when I was listening to this song, so that's why I'm always smiling and like over, like, oh, I remember when this song was out, and I know exactly what I was doing when I talk about these songs. And this song reminds me of my mother sending me and my twin sister to the store. I had to be about 9. And I was like, she's sending me to this is back in the day where you can be a kid and walk down the street, you know. So we went and bought this single for her, 45 of this single. So that's why every little song just brings me back. But yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Lewis. I just, you know, it's really sad. I mean, again, circle of life. Why are you smiling?
Because you always say it's really sad, but
it is sad. I mean, 68 is kind of young.
Oh yeah, 68 is young.
It's young. I know people live lives and that's part of it, but 68 is kind of young. It's
cancer?
undisclosed.
Oh.
Undisclosed. Thumbs up. You've heard this
Thumbs
song
up,
before.
yeah.
It's a great song.
I just want to say again, and I know I'm stuck on this, but like Silk Sonic, you see how they went back and like did older songs,
Of course.
and
I've
it
said
was
it
a
before.
hit, and they sung it the way, and they danced the way that they would
The only
dance.
older song they made was we gotta go or we have to react to that song. If you want the special Love Train.
Right, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is the whole group, the whole like
They brought back that kind of look. That
yeah,
kind of
the look and the
but
sound.
The
kinda,
sound, yeah.
like, that's what I mean.
That's
So, like,
that's because the market is missing that.
hello. So what I was saying, like these people.
But they're still.
I would listen to this song today if it came out.
Yeah, but you have to remember, this is a new generation that's written, produced that song. You're talking about people that you grew up with back in the day. You're saying they're not making that kind of music. They get stuck in a rut, maybe. I don't know.
What kind of music?
You're saying, right?
It's still the.
Now, let's say we did say Janet Jackson, who ended up working with Silk Sonic to produce her album. She probably have a hit. That's what I'm saying. If you're stuck in the same kind of, and you're making the same, unless you're being put with the hottest producers that are out, I don't know if I'm making a point. But let's say she said, okay, forget this. Let me go with the hottest talent right now. Who's really good right now? Let's go with Bruno Mars and have him produce my album.
That's just you putting them with someone that's younger.
You have, yeah.
I mean, I don't mean that. I mean like taking a song like I Get So Lonely. You don't think that song would be popular right now if she just made that song?
I agree.
Like,
but then there's a lot
I would be singing that right now. Like,
if the record companies were pushing it out and having the stations,
these record companies suck.
Well, we know that.
First of all,
but
they just recycle the same stuff. Well, recycle the good stuff.
They can actually go back. They can go back. I keep saying 80s, but in any good genre of music, that's I would say 70s, 80s, especially disco, and if they started playing it every day in the radio, it will make the charts.
I know, but it's an old song.
Right.
I mean, for these artists to make the music, even that was popular then, now.
You mean to re-record it?
No, new song, but same flow, same.
I don't want to say what I'm going to say, but don't judge me on this. But I don't think they have the brain cells.
They do, but whoever, like you said, the producers. They're like, oh, that's not what's hot.
You know why I don't think they have the brain cells? Because everybody's just looping stuff together.
And you don't think that's the producers? Looking at numbers to see what's hot and what younger people like? But there's still people that's not young. There's still the middle ground. Then we got the older people who will still appreciate a new song from that person that is like what we like.
I would say maybe it is out there. We're just not hearing it. I would say it is out there, but we're just not hearing it. They're not pushing it to the forefront. You always hear stories of, oh, we made this out, like people who had contracts and whatever, and we made this album and they thought it was really good and it gets shelved. They decide not to put money into promoting it.
Producers.
Well, the record companies, they end up it ends up getting shelved.
It gets shelved and nobody gets to hear it.
Right.
But these days we have YouTube. So you go up there, you put your stuff on YouTube and say, hey, Diana Ross, new song.
Well, she did.
Janet Jackson.
She came out with a new song.
New song.
Diana Ross a few years ago and her son recorded her video.
Exactly, but not them trying to be what's today.
Right, but they are doing that.
Huh?
They're doing that. They're putting out their own. I just saw Daryl Hall's video. Again, it's I'm Daryl Hall's #1 fan. And I really am. I just love Hall & Oates. And like sickening the way I love Hall & Oates. But it's not the same. He has a new single out that I'm sure it's like independently produced and with Dave from Sweet Dreams. I forgot the name of the group. But I didn't really care for it.
Maybe you just didn't care for that. But it's like you're not gonna care for every song. But if you know that this
it's not gonna be a number one hit. It's not.
Yeah, because what is being pushed is not that. It's like this, you know, twerk music or, you know, this, that.
Yeah, because there's an agenda.
So, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hear Charlie Wilson making twerk music or, you know, like I want you to stay in the field and make that music regardless of if young people are going to listen to it. If it's a good song, young people will eventually get it or they'll hear it through, you know, somewhere on their parents or something.
Well, I've heard some of the old school songs becoming hot again on TikTok. And there's a lot of music out, like my daughter was listening.
Yeah, and that upsets
I'm like,
me.
what are you doing listening to this song from 1980?
They swear that this is new.
I know.
And then it's like, no, that's I don't want to hear the real one.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, they're now playing the real stuff. That's all I see on TikTok. The pop music, pop music.
Mm-hmm.
That's big on TikTok. I just recently heard something else. I'm like, why do you guys keep listening to my music? You know, I said, I told you.
Bring in, and guess what? It's the old stuff.
It's all the old stuff. I told you that.
Keep the old stuff. Just keep the old stuff.
That's what's happening. Okay. Anyway, rest in peace, Wayne Lewis.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So sorry. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. And see you later. Peace.